Kitchen Conversations with Jessica Silas.
Yeah. This is where you wanna be. This is where you wanna be. This is where you wanna be. Friendship, food, and honesty. Friendship, food, and honesty. Friendship, food, and honesty. This is where you wanna be. This is where you wanna be. This is where you wanna be. Come in and join the conversation.
Kitchen Conversations with Jessica Silas.
This is where you wanna be. 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 This is where you wanna be.
Kitchen Conversations with Jessica Silas.
Hey family, it's your girl Jessica from Kitchen Conversations. Today, we have my friend Cordaro Davis, the sexy chef, the creative genius. Ladies, prepare yourself. We're gonna have some good food and some good conversation. We're gonna be talking all things about growing where you're planted. So many of us have uprooted and moved on to different cities than where we were born and raised, and it's good to thrive in those cities. So sit back, prepare yourself for some delicious food and a good conversation. I'm so good. I'm so glad you're here. The sexy chef is in the kitchen. Yes.
Indeed.
So, y'all know I have the sexy chef here with me. And so, who invites the sexy chef to your kitchen? It doesn't let them cook. So, I'm passing the torch on today, and he's gonna lead us in our delicious meal today. What are we having?
So today we're gonna have, the sexy chicken and waffles.
Hey.
So make it a little sexy, just my seasoning. You gotta have the seasoning there. Want a little love? I ain't gonna show you everything. I'm gonna give you a little sample of what we got.
Just a little bit.
So we got the chicken here. Also on this side, we got the batter for our jalapeno cheddar waffles.
What? Jalapeno
Yes.
cheddar waffles.
A little something different for for y'all out there, So it's something simple and clean, also and chill for you to do at home. I didn't go to culinary school, but I know how to cook, learn from my grandmas and my father. So I'm gonna show you what we can do quick and easy, 5 to 10 minutes.
I can't wait. So you already told us what we're gonna cook, and it sounds amazing. But before we get into all of this, I need to know, well, I know a little bit, but they need to know, who is the sexy chef? Like, who are you? Like, where did you come from? Who are you?
Yeah, so I come from, I was born in Hawaii. My mom and dad retired from the U.S. Army, serving 20 and 22 years, both respectfully. Was raised in Newport News, that's my dad's hometown. Then we moved to D.C.
Okay.
And then after D.C., Waldorf, Maryland. So yeah, all in the DMV area. But I'm a Southern boy, they say, because Virginia, that's my home.
Okay.
I was born in Hawaii, moved to Virginia, to D.C., Maryland, and then college in Miami.
Wow. So you've been all around.
Indeed.
Been around the world, seen a lot of places.
Yeah, and came back.
Right. Hey. So how did you get the name The Sexy Chef? Like how did this come about?
And so the Sexy Chef came, we started Comfort with my partners, Mark and Jeremy. 2015, I came out here in 2014, that's where I met Janine, Jeremy, and Will Catlett. First the people I met, they were doing Black and Sexy, a TV show called That Guy. We teamed up, Jeremy said, man, you cooking, who made this lunch? I said, I did. He said, well, I cook too. So we put our brains together, to form Comfort LA. And I'm just, I love garnishing and serving people, especially women. Praise to grandma and my mom, my aunts, for putting their confidence in me and my brother and my other cousins coming up, calling us handsome and, brushing our ego, showing ego coming up. So that helped out. But I was garnishing the place, and Jeremy would always say, I said, sexy seasoning. And there's one older lady, she would come in, I call them young ladies, she would come in, she said, you sexy little thing in there singing and dancing. How you do what you do? I'm gonna call you sexy chef. And I said, oh wow. That's it. So I called my homeboy Mike up back at the crib, also my frat brother, 858 today, 305, that's it. But I had called him, I said, Mike, I need a logo. He said, man, I got you. I said, sexy chef, that's what it is. Because I've been cooking since 4 or 5. My mom and dad both worked multiple jobs, so me and my brother be in the house by ourselves. So started with grilled cheese, ramen noodles, beans and weenies, you know it, coming out. And then, just following grandma and seeing them how they cook. I'm like, man, all this love and Thanksgiving,
Yes.
Easter dinners, Mother's Day weekend, cookouts, you name it. And my dad was a chef, him and my uncle, they're twins. So just seeing them how they work and always serve with a smile.
Wow.
I'm very, charming. I get that from my dad, very extroverted, love to sing and dance and entertain folks. But I see how my family come from that blue collar background. Grandmother shucking oysters and crabs and, catching crabs in Virginia. Other grandmother in North Carolina, picking tobacco. My great grandmother was amazing. We've always been servants of the
And
world.
hard workers. Like, that's a hard working family.
Indeed. And doing with a smile. So that's what it is. And I think Sexy Chef exudes that. It's a lifestyle. It's not just always, I feel it myself. I ain't better than nobody. I love myself and what God made me today.
Y'all hear that? Sexy Chef is a lifestyle, a whole lifestyle, okay? It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle. That's so amazing. So let us see what the Sexy Chef does in the kitchen. Like, school us in the kitchen today.
Indeed, so first we're gonna start off right. You gotta wash your hands.
Yes.
Don't be in the kitchen with no nasty hands. You just messing with people's food right here.
Right.
So
mess
what
with
we
their
did.
stomach, it'll be a problem.
But before we came on set, I did wash
We
my
washed
hands.
our hands,
So
okay? We good.
So first we're gonna get, we just in the country. Got a little portable stove for you, right? So we can do a little cooking on live for you. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut it on.
Hey.
Because we're gonna put your grease on medium high.
Medium
We
high.
call this get the grease jumping.
Like Destiny Child jumping,
Yeah,
jumping.
there you go.
Yeah.
Ladies, leave your man at home because I'm out here. You don't need
The
him.
clothes full of sexy chefs and the pockets full grown. We got pockets and they full grown, y'all.
I got a little show.
No, you gotta just tell.
Just pay rent.
Oh, okay, so they're like medium grown, but
Yeah.
catch them in the middle of the month and they back full grown. Period.
Indeed.
All right, back to the food.
So the fire's on. Propane tank here. Grease is jumping a little bit.
Okay.
So we're gonna come over to the chicken. That's how we got right here. Some chicken, right? I got marinated in the sexy mustard.
Okay.
Not yellow mustard, but sexy mustard. A little bit of chopped garlic, not the one in the jar. You gotta get down, like I told you, I'm a southern boy. We gotta get down, you gotta chop that garlic.
Chopper
Yes,
style.
indeed. Chop style, chop, that New Orleans bounce on it. So I do that, throw a little garlic in there. Just a little salt and pepper and a little dab of hot sauce.
The dab. Wait, do the
Dab of
dab
hot
again?
sauce. It's like a little,
yeah.
you gotta hide it like you pouring something
Yeah.
in the punch bowl. You like put a little dab in there. So you mix that up. So that's when we get this little color, right? This little, it's like a little dark orange with a little seasoning in it. You don't want to
Love
over
it.
season your chicken.
Yeah.
Just a little salt and pepper, which we have here today. A little salt right here. That's what I'm
Salt
gonna do.
Bae?
That's indeed. There you go.
Salt Bae?
Nah, this is sexy bae.
Sexy
Yeah,
bae.
yeah, you better get it. You better get it, girl. That's all you need. Get a little pepper right here, do the same
Little
thing.
pep.
Just a little pepper right here, right?
All right.
And if you don't have utensils, please use a glove. You're gonna be out here with raw chicken, salmonella, all that out here. So get on in here and get you a fork right here and just stir it up a little bit.
Stir it up.
Stir it up a little bit. Yeah. It's already, got a little mix to it already, got a little love. So I'm gonna tell you a little secret when you're frying chicken.
Okay.
Take your chicken out an hour before you cook it.
Yes.
You don't want to throw cold chicken in the high grease.
Nope.
You be in that joint really get
Jump
hot.
in. Jump in.
Some old fish grease hot. You don't want that. So let your chicken get out room temperature, which
Okay.
we did already. Got a little batter right here, so we're gonna take it with the fork. Bam! We're
Dip.
gonna throw it in there right there,
Yeah, baby dip.
Now, I used to watch Food Network as a kid. You should watch Emma Lagasse and all that, Iron Chef. He do bam, I do bow. You know what I mean? But yeah, don't worry about the little mess. You
That's
gonna get
okay.
messy.
Yeah.
You frying chicken. So right, you're gonna come back here, right? And now we gotta get dirty a little bit.
Get it. Okay, let's
You gotta
get
shake it off.
Shake it.
Shake it off and use one hand. One hand to mix, one hand to stir. So I'm gonna use my right hand today. That's my strong hand. That's my strong hand. I'm gonna shake all the excess flour.
Okay.
Mix, oh my bad. We're gonna pinch the flour. We're gonna get a little pinch.
A little
We're gonna
pinch.
check the grease.
A little pinch.
She ready.
She
look,
she
that
ready.
jumping. That
She
grease is
ready.
jumping. So we're gonna go
So
on in.
should I back up or is it a safe
I
place?
got you. I got you.
I'm
you,
safe,
you
y'all.
safe with Sexy Chef.
I'm safe.
You safe, girl. I'm trying to tell you, girl. And we're gonna lay it down like you want to lay it away from you.
Okay.
Don't bring the fire to you. Lay it away from you. Go in there
That's
like
a
that.
good tip.
There you go.
Because people be out here risking it all to
Yeah,
fry some
that's it.
chicken.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it. You gotta take your time. That's what's wrong with us young folks. Now. We rushing to stuff. We can't rush life.
no,
You gotta
that's
take your time with it.
That's actually a gem right there. Like, so obviously rush into everything. And even that kind of ties into your story of like moving out here. Like, I'm sure that wasn't a rushed like decision of yours. It was calculated. It was planned out to make sure it was done and executed the right way.
That's mine. And I would say this, I came out here in 2014, I was in grad school, University of Maryland, getting my MBA, and something told me I was in music after undergrad.
So you be singing and stuff?
I sang, write, do a little dance, you need a little choreography. I do a mean Tootsie Roll, girl. You see I do Tootsie Roll and fried chicken?
Ladies.
Everybody can't do that, but I can.
Y'all better send me all the thank you notes because I got the sexy chef. Yeah. He sings, he cooks, like, what? Say thank you. Say thank you.
Well, you again got to say, I know I can feel it in your heart. I can feel it in your heart, girl. But I came out coming in music, writing, producer, learning under great producers, learning how to write, song structure, meeting great artists, going on tour, understanding the management and contract side. But I said, I have more. I was always a visual person. I did theater in high school, played football. Coming up, I was always in the thespian classes. I did some stuff in college, undergrad as well, acting. So I said, I'm gonna try my luck. It was funny because my cousin told me in 2005 when I graduated high school. He said, you gonna be in LA. I'm like, he's not going to LA. He said, just trust me. You know, Maurice, he's 20 years my senior. Okay. So he's always been that guy like he said, I know he's gonna go, but you don't know it yet. Everything he said came true. Wow. The only school I applied to was University of Miami. I wanted to get away from home. He said I would go there. Got in. Got a half scholarship. Oh, that was like, wow. So he said, I'm going to go to Atlanta after Miami, which I did for a year.
I lived in Atlanta for a year, too. I only made it a year.
Indeed.
It was a good year. Well, I mean, it was a hard year, but it was a good year. I learned a lot. Indeed. But I made it a year. And then
went to Atlanta, went home, went back to Miami for 2 years' work. Went home with a reset. And I came out here. But I would say, you know, the topic of today, growing where you're planted. I believe I was planted out here, but it was just something that I felt I was missing inside of me at home. So I went back twice.
Really? So since moving to California, you moved back twice?
Yes, ma'am. Moved back twice.
How? Why?
Indeed. So I would start, sorry, we're going to do a little grease jumping over here. Got a grease jump. You want to turn your chicken every 3 minutes. Getting a nice little color on it. That's all you need. Turn it over a little bit. But
brown skin chicken. You don't want light skin chicken.
You don't want no light skin. You don't want no light skin chicken.
Brown skin is in.
That's it. But I went home because I'm a father. Okay. So I was 17 and had my daughter. Oh. So in undergrad, indeed, Jordan, what's up, babe? I'm a girl. She's 15 now.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. So I got a little woman on my hands. But coming up, man, you know, undergrad, I would go home every month to see her. So I ain't go no spring break, any vacation I had or time off, I'll fly home to see her. And I felt like just my gift, you know, and being exuberant, creative, and business-minded, and my acumen when it comes to business, I thought I was a savior for my family.
Wow.
But
that's so big. That's so big.
Yeah.
So many of us have grown up like with that savior complex. Like if I don't do it, who's gonna do it? Like and I could go really deep in that. But we're not the savior. I think we're a solution to some of the problems, but we're not the savior of everybody. I feel like we're the plot twist. We're not the savior.
Yeah. And it's funny how it worked out because my mom and dad, they told me, you know, to go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a great job. That didn't happen for me. I had to find my way. Now, my mother's family, we have a tax firm for 40 years in Washington, D.C. in the Anacostia district. And I thought, okay, I'll come home and I'll help that out. We'll grow and expand. And that didn't work. Nor did I get a land job. So I had to fend for myself and find a way. Wow. So every time I would leave D.C., something would come. But I would always uproot myself and say, let me try something new. Or I don't know if it's here yet. Let me go home and reset. I want to be home, but really I need to be away from home. That's where I strive more. Right. You know, I get more things done when I am with home. Because at home, I'm comfortable. Yeah. Here, you know, I'm forced to get up, grind, meet people, be myself, be extrovert, and move forward.
So do you feel like your growth was stunted your growth was stunted at home and you were able to flourish like when you uprooted yourself from where you were and replanted yourself? So like kind of like plants that you buy from the store. Like they come in the pot and they're good there, they're growing, but they're not thriving. And then once they're replanted in new soil, they start to flourish and they start to grow and stuff like that. So that's kind of like your journey. Like, but isn't it crazy how like our comfort zones and our insecurities to a certain extent cause us to go back to what we're used to? And then we get there, we realize this doesn't have what I need though. Like you feel malnourished to a certain extent because pieces of your purpose were just dropped in different places. And I feel like God just tries to like nudge us and we like, nah, that can't be it, it's hard. Because we think stuff that's hard or like resistance in life means it's a no or it's the wrong place. When in actuality, it's just trying to birth something greater from inside of you and it's trying to like draw out like what's really there because a lot of stuff that we don't even grow to or we don't even come to know so much about ourselves unless we're in turmoil, unless we're in transition or in the fire. It's in the fire that we're purified and, you know, and made who we are. So we got through our chicken.
Yes.
It looks delicious. I actually wish we could eat that now, but oh wait. Let's get into this cheddar jalapeno waffle. Like, what is it?
Sexy waffle.
The sexy waffle.
Sexy waffle. You know, a little bit of jalapeno cheddar in there, brown sugar, and a little bit of vanilla. This is dab. Don't need too much. Just vanilla extract.
Okay. Let's make this.
This indeed. So right now we have the batter here for the waffle mix. Buttermilk at that. Buttermilk waffle mix already pre-mixed up. We have our water here, brown sugar. Here's all our ingredients that you can see.
Okay.
And let's do a little something. Let's do a little teamwork, make the dream work. So let's go ahead, grab the jalapeno.
Okay, I can do that.
Now be careful with that. I'll let you know as well. Do not cut jalapenos without gloves. You will have the devil in your fingers. Your cuticles will be on fire. If you cut a jalapeno without gloves, your hands will burn for at least 2 days. I tried it, I learned from experience, learn from me. Do not make the same mistake. So with that, just pour the whole cup in there. Don't worry about it. There you go. There you go. I'm stir it up for you. Boom. There we go.
They're not coming.
Don't worry about it. So now we're gonna grab the cheddar.
Okay.
Indeed.
Love me some good
sprinkles.
cheddar.
Let's do a couple sprinkles in there.
Okay.
Here we go. Give me a little more love.
All right.
There we go.
Little cheese love.
Give me one more time.
And
there you go. There you go. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. See, look at you. You gotta draw it in. You gotta have a good time in the kitchen. That's what grandma said. Have a good time in there. So we're gonna mix that in. Let's grab the brown sugar.
Brown sugar, babe.
Yeah, there you go, man. Virginia's own D'Angelo. Virginia makes some great people. Y'all know that. Man, Virginia makes some of the best people that we know in today's world.
That's true.
I
agree.
Me.
You.
You know what I mean? My dad.
You.
My grandma.
You.
My aunt. Well, let's go ahead. Let's give me 2 spoonfuls of brown sugar.
Like thick spoonfuls or like
hey. You better put it in there, put on love in it. Now, let me get 4. This is the smallest spoon.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. We get the mess. That's 2. 3, give me get 1 more.
And 1
more. There we go. Gonna stir that up in there like that. Now get that what's that, vanilla extract right there? Not imitation. This is the real vanilla.
The real thing.
The real vanilla is I think like $11.99.
It's expensive.
Yeah, the imitation is
$2.99.
You want to get the vanilla. You want to get that in there. Pour it right in the center for me. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna mix that in. And then now we're gonna grab that little bowl of water right there in front of you. We're gonna pour that in there. Pour that water right on in the middle.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
I'm a good helper, y'all.
Indeed. Teamwork makes a dream work. That's
so
what
we just mix it all together.
Mix it all together. Make a little love. And so while we got that going, we got the waffle iron right here, man.
Okay.
Belgian waffle iron.
Belgian.
I love Belgian waffle iron.
Not the like skimpy waffles.
That's it.
Nice and thick. I mean, thick is the theme. We just going thick all episode long.
I like the thick. I like a little meat on the bone, girl. Sop you up with a biscuit. You know what I mean? Sexy chef style. So we gotta get that going.
Ladies, you gonna have to slide in DMs. I mean, he said what he want.
You got slide 202-735-8838. Yeah.
Call the sexy chef.
Yeah. You know it. Hey, I ain't got no shame.
He just Mike Jones, y'all. He just Mike Jones, y'all.
That's indeed. So we got that batter going. We're gonna let that sit. But meanwhile, we got this jumping. You know, we had the grease jumper earlier. Now we got the waffle.
It was jumping.
So let's go open that up. Get a little
you see
smoke.
That? You saw the little smoke?
That's it. And with this, right, we use a little canola oil.
Okay.
Another oil sprays used. I don't use Pam or anything like that, or all the butter, because people are vegan, and I respect all that. Got a little canola oil, or even, what's that, coconut oil as well. Gives a nice little flavor on your waffle. So let's do a little couple sprays. Bow, 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 bow.
Bow.
Bow, 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 bow. There we go. Put the top back on. Put this out the way.
You don't want to lose it.
You don't want to
Don't
lose
you
it.
hate when you lose tops and stuff in the kitchen? It's the worst.
That's it.
It's
We're like,
the worst.
what's top that? But let's get, I don't want to make a mess. Let's get a little corn.
Okay.
We're going to hold this for me right
I
here.
can.
We're going to transfer some of this lovely batter right here.
It's
whip
thick,
it up.
the
whip
thick
it up.
batter.
Girl. All right, now. All right, now. We're going to pour that in here just like that. There we go. There we go. Let me show you. Let me show you what it looks like inside. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Boom. Get that up. We're gonna transfer this over to the sink.
Put it in the sink, guys. Clean up as you cook. It makes stuff easier just at the end. Trust me.
Clean as you go. That's it. That's the only way.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and pour some on there.
Okay.
Pour right in the middle.
Right in the
And
middle.
I'll tell you when. There we go. Yeah, you hear that sizzle on that thing, girl?
You're sizzling,
Yes,
baby.
indeed. Go ahead, baby. Yeah. Maybe a little more, and that's it. Wow. What we're gonna do, we're gonna close this down. We're gonna do it one more time.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip this over right here.
Flip it and reverse it.
Indeed.
Wow.
That's it.
Oh.
There we go.
Plot twist.
Bow, 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 bow. So look, it's not one person eating, we both eating.
We are, because I'm
So we need
hungry.
two waffles. You
I'm
see,
hungry.
teamwork make the dream work.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and don't mind us when it get a little drip. That's extra love on it. That's
Yeah.
sexy drip.
Drip.
Look at that waffle.
Look at it go. Look at it go.
Follow the drip, follow the drip. I'm gonna pour this one on here. You got yours, and I got mine. There we go. Bam. Clean this up. Press that down. Let that make love in there. Just like that. Transfer this over here, out the way. And it's for the waffles. Take about 3 to 4 minutes.
Okay.
Nice little golden brown.
Okay.
And we good.
So, while the waffle is cooking, I just had a question. So we
Right.
both, we talked about how we moved to Atlanta.
Yes.
You did a year, I did a year.
Yes.
I left because, it got real quick. Like, life was good, it was peachy, and then it was like, whoa, what just happened? Like, what happened to my life? And so I was like, well, let me just pack on up and go back to California. And so you lived there and then you came to California and you said you moved back a couple of times, but what now? Like, I feel like you're in a different place now, and your mindset is a little bit different. What made it worth it? Like, what made you commit to sticking with it this time?
I was like, what made me stick to it is my circle of friends. And I have a core group, and I think we all need to have that core group to keep you grounded. Even when I was I would say anxiety, going home and I'm missing something, my daughter, my mother, things going, people passing. I'm like, I just want to be home, but my gift was always here. And God's always showed me that, like people He put around me, the opportunities I've had from cooking, to writing, to creating, to directing film, being in films, all that was here, which is what I wanted as a kid.
Yeah.
And I always kept leaving, like I said, we said earlier, I was uprooting myself, running from it, scared of myself, because I'm kind of like we was talking about previously was the Russell Crowe character in Beautiful Mind.
Yes.
I feel like I'm in my own world at the time. I think I don't overthink things, but I'm like, man, where you get this idea from? Like, this is brilliant. I sometimes scare myself from it, from doing it, and I run away from it. But I think this past year made me sit down with myself. It's like, man, be accountable. Like, you ain't no running from it.
Right.
You did everything. Like, you had your daughter at 17, you provide for her. You started a couple businesses. You did a restaurant. You cooked. You write. What's one gift? What's one thing that you can't do? I give you all the gifts that you need. Stop running from it.
Wow.
And I'm looking for my answer through other people. And I think this past year, I needed to sit down and be unplugged and like sit down and write in my journal, which that's my therapy. And talk to God. I said, man, and God within like told me to stay here. Yeah, rent might be due, job might, go this way, another opportunity will come, but it's like, stick it out.
Yeah.
Stick it out. I'm gonna die anyway, so I might as well die on my face, falling forward.
Yes,
So,
that's so good.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Right.
Even like how we both like met each other, this kind of, like what you just said kind of like falls in alignment with that. Like we met each other, and the moment that I saw him, I was like, oh, you different. Like, there's something about you. And I mean, I read his whole life. Let's just put that out there.
If you can share a piece of that, if you have it, was like, you know, cause that was, we met, it was like 15 minutes.
We knew each other for 20 minutes, guys.
She was
20
like,
minutes.
Can I share some with you? I was like, yes ma'am, got my chair on. Let me sit down.
Yeah, just literally, it was on him. Like, he wasn't, I went to Comfort LA because we have a mutual friend in Jeremy, and I was there visiting and just like checking in with my homie, and he was there. And so we were just having a conversation like about the year and about like things that we had gotten from it and stuff like that. And I was just like, who's this guy? He didn't say much. He was just there. And so I was like, who is this guy? Like, and I was, like him, I be in my mind like, am I tripping? Is this too much? Am I being over the top? And so I didn't want to say anything at all. But I just literally, I didn't feel like safe not saying anything to him. I didn't feel like complete, not like leaving that space and not addressing like what was locked inside of him. And so I just affirmed what he already knew about himself. Like, I affirmed the fact that he's like a creative genius. I mean, he's thugging it out in this kitchen right now. I affirmed the fact that he's a creative genius, like that he just has so many gifts and he was underutilizing them, and he's necessary. And that's why I have him here today, because it's not just about your story and about you growing where you're planted, it's because you're necessary. And there's so many people who deal with the same things. They uproot their lives, they move away from family because they think that they're pursuing a dream, and then it gets hard and they run back. But it's like, no, dig your feet in, because your purpose, your promise, like everything that you're working towards is all on the other side of your comfort zone. It's all on the other side of you just sticking with a thing. So I'm so glad you stuck with it, and I'm glad you're here.
Indeed, I'm happy to be here, to be honest. And I think my journey to go along with you saying is like, it's a beautiful story.
Yes.
It's a beautiful story. I'm not done yet. My work still needs to be done. Like I said, I'm writing more, get back in front of the camera. I was behind the scenes, but now, personality, and stop being scared and get more in front of the camera. So I'm blessed to be here for the opportunity that you presented. It's just beautiful, man. The people I have around, meeting you, the staff at Comfort, Nina, co-production staff here today, it's like, it was love. When I walked in, it was love. And I feel that, like, when I first met you, I get chill bumps now. It's weird. It's like, kind of like we was asking, like, the purpose why I cook. Like, my dad is the purpose why I cook. Like, my dad is my idol. He's my Superman, all of that. Batman. Every year you have Black Panther, that's my dad. This little 5'5" guy, 150 pounds. Like, this little guy, man, he's everything to me. And I strive to be him every day.
Cordaro, you cooked for us.
Throw that
like, you really cooked for us.
Yes, ma'am.
So I wanted to do my part too, so I brought the drink. I brought the drink. Yeah. So I made us some strawberry mimosas. Okay. Because what's brunch without some mimosas? Like, they go hand in hand.
Indeed.
Difference. And so let's eat.
Indeed. You know what? Let's give it a little sexy garnish.
Okay.
Before we eat it. What? Get your green onion right here. Get your green onion. Okay. What you do right here, get your wig, tear it up. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Wow. That's all you need. I'm gonna go ahead and serve you. Get you up. Get you a couple of waffles. See, that's it, girl. Hey, I told you. I gave you the number. I ain't give it to you again.
I already have his number, ladies. Y'all use it.
Indeed. Here we go. Give you a couple pieces. I'm gonna break it down for myself. Wow, go ahead and pour that drink up over there. You holding back, girl. You better share that drink, girl.
A little for me. I won't take all the strawberry. I'll take the big one.
Yeah. Right. Yes, indeed. Oh, I like this gold straw. I love that black and gold.
Listen, I'm gonna take a little more of this. That's just how I roll. Yeah, hit you real good.
Yeah, girl, get the lock door right there. You watching the show? Let me find out. Oh, here, change
a little. In college, I played around with it, like, mixing everybody's drink, getting everybody drunk. But I'm a different person now, guys. Like, I'm saying, I'm good.
Yeah, I hope
okay.
I got a little hot sauce for you.
I love hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
I love hot sauce.
It's a little love and they got a little brown sugar, a little butter in there.
Wait a
sexy
second.
sauce.
Wait a second.
I'm put it
Okay,
down,
so
right?
how?
You do what you do.
No, I want to know how you eat this. Like, you drizzle the hot sauce on everything. Like, how does this roll for you?
That's what I do right here. I come on down here. I just give it a little splash right there.
Okay.
Dress it on the chicken, and I come up with a syrup, the sexy syrup. Got a little special cinnamon butter. Ooh, and that thing too.
I mean, he did nothing basic today. Nothing was basic.
I like a little love on my. I'm country. I like a little love on my little waffle.
Okay, so I'm gonna copy you. I'm gonna be a copycat.
Indeed.
So, flat out. And then
come back with the syrup, follow
boom
up.
pow.
Now look at this. You see the contrast, y'all, on the plate? Look.
No, that low key like.
And the color on that. Man, I'm trying to tell you, we all could be sexy chefs. All can be sexy chef in your own way. This is my way of doing things with this. Look at this. This is beautiful right here.
It's beautiful, but I'm tired of looking at it and I'm ready to eat.
Okay,
so
let's go ahead.
let's try this out, y'all.
Yeah.
We're gonna try it out.
You know what's funny too about our people? We don't know who gets serious when we eat. You be like, let me see what you want to win. You be like, crap.
We was playing all day, and the second we started eating, it was like, ain't no talking. We serious. That's fire.
Yeah.
That jalapeno, the sweetness. I love a sweet, spicy, little boom pow. Now time for this here chicken because it was marinated in the sexy sauce.
That's it.
The sexy marinade.
That's it. All you need is 1 hour.
1 hour.
Well, damn. I'm fine.
Guys, this is a problem. Like, what?
Now get a little wash. Gotta wash down a little bit.
I can't even eat cute. Like, it's too good.
You gotta get nasty with this, guy.
Ain't nobody got time for cuteness. This. And then, you know, my addition to the meal.
Great addition. Great addition.
Nothing like a good mimosa. Okay.
That's all you need right there.
Let me get myself together. We're gonna be serious again.
Yes, indeed.
So we talked about you moving, you growing where you're planted, all that other stuff, your journey, what that's looked like for you. You even having, you know, to move to a different state from your daughter, from your whole journey, your whole experience. At this point, like, what is one thing from your life that you hope that people like get from it? Like, what's one message that you hope is like loud and clear, like about you, about your life, that people watching will just take from it?
I would say one thing. I'm gonna say two things. They go together. They tie in together. It's one, trust your gut, and number two, be patient. And that's why I was uprooted, because I kept rushing. Like, I'm doing all this, some should pop. Everybody had their own time, and I was on someone else's clock, watching this person get theirs over here, watch this person get theirs over there, and not focusing and locking on mine. Because, as I would say, I have a German give me law. You got these CD quotables, and my quotable was, "You can't walk straight, looking left and right."
Wow.
So if I'm doing this, like, oh, what Jess doing? Oh, what's Kim doing? What John? What Chris doing? I can't lock in and get what's mine. Because it's abundance. LA gives you what you want and what you're looking for. And you can't see what you don't believe.
Right.
So if you believe it ain't gonna work, it ain't gonna work. Go on, pack your bags and go back home where you came from. If you believe it is gonna work, it might take a little time. So be patient, sit down in it. It takes time. It's like a bamboo tree. You're talking about being rooted, you know, but planted in the soil. Bamboo tree don't grow until the 5th year.
Wow.
So it's just you watering that seed and you let it grow, but it takes time. So be patient. Yours might not be today or tomorrow, but it might be next week.
Yeah. That's so, like, that's a gym. Like, that's a gym in itself. Like, everybody wants the quick, the fast. Like, that's what, unfortunately, like, social media makes it seem like people just are here today and then the next day they're just, like, blown up. But nobody ever posts, like, the process of it. And just, like, even, like, the tree, I mean, the bamboo tree reference, like, everything, like, it has a season for it. Like, so there's a season for planting. There's a season for growth. There's even a season for, like, the shedding. Like, trees lose everything in a season, and then the next season they grow it all back. So it's like, people are so, I think we're hooked on, like, what it looks like to the naked eye. And that's been, like, a thing for me. and I try to like limit the amount of like intake of like social media because it can get discouraging, especially if you're in like just the planning stage or even if you're in the like my leaves are falling off stage, because your tree doesn't look like everybody else's tree. Your tree looks all, it's all, you know, pretty, it's green, and I'm over here like, I got dead brown leaves. Like, how is this a thing? But it's like the patience in it, because unfortunately, when your tree might be shedding its leaves, mine might be popping off and I might be green. And so it's all about like enjoying your process, like every bit of the process. I've committed to doing that because my process has been hard. Like it's been, I feel like it's been long and it's been tiring and it's been hard. But I made a decision like to enjoy it every step of the way, because it's what makes me me. Like it adds value to me as a person, and nobody else has my process. And so it makes me different. It makes me set apart from everybody and everything else. And the same goes for you. Like even the going back and forth, I feel like it was all God ordained even in that, because he knew you were going to do it from the very beginning. And so, but he knew it would get you to the right place at the right time with the right people. And I'm glad that I was one of those people that crossed paths with you at the right place and the right time.
Yes. And with that message, just when you said God, he knew I was going to do it, it's like I had to, sometimes, you know, people tell you what's going to happen, but you got to see it for yourself.
Yes.
And that's where I tell people like, oh, what's advice? You have to experience it. You got to go through it. You know, find your path and stick to it. It's going to be the road less traveled. You're going to get scraped up, bruises here and there, bumps. But, you know, my journey, I wouldn't have came back and stayed now if I didn't go home.
Right.
I thought home was my home and place to be, but that's not my season there. Maybe when I retire one day, but right now my season is to be here.
Right.
I wouldn't have known it unless I go ahead and say, you know what, let me go back home and I ain't saying that. Let me come back to LA. Had to go through that little seesaw teetering process.
Yes.
And say, you know what, I know where it's at. And my gift is in this city, around these great people.
That's so amazing. So in most of our episodes, I allow people, because I be up here asking you all the questions, be all your business about your whole life.
Yes.
So I like to return the favor, and y'all get to get in my business for a second.
Yes.
So we have an Ask Jess moment. So it could literally be anything in the world. Like you're like, girl, how you do that? Or how you think about that? So whatever it is, do you have anything that you would like to ask Jess?
Yes, I would like to ask Jess, your ability to, I guess, to read people, or you get that feeling, I would say that gut feeling, you have that intuition. It's like a grandmother spirit. She's not there, but she knows everything that's happening. And like for someone we just met, you know, and to read me in 20 minutes and let me know where I was in my journey and where I should be going, which is what I thought already. But how do you do that? How that power, that gift is not what you see every day or meet here at the park or at work or at an event. That's something that it's like, I walked down the street to go talk to my friend and I met a new friend, and a gift from God. It was a blessing. Like, I was like, wow. So I want to know, how did you receive that? Like, was something you brought up into? Was it, you know how they say, you know, you was here before, but grandma and them say, you was here before, baby. Yeah. You know, was it that feeling for you?
Oh, it was not. It was not always a thing. And, you know, people be like, I don't want to be too deep. Absolutely, I want to be too deep because that's just who I am. I'm not shallow, I'm deep. But that is literally God, like, and it was something that like was birthed in me. I think I always like heard stuff, or I had good like discernment about people. I had good discernment about things and like situations, but I just thought I was crazy. Like we talked about before, like we just be in our head and we don't know if it's me or if it's something else. Am I hearing stuff? Like what's going on? But I think I just made a decision to trust like the God in me, because I know he dwells within me. I know he's not a liar. I know he's powerful. I know he speaks. And so if he's constantly speaking, that means he's constantly speaking to me because I'm his child. And just like any fathers want to speak to their children. So anything that I was hearing, and especially if it's about a stranger, someone who I never met before, I trusted that it was him. And so just like the Father always wants to speak to me, he wants to always speak to you. And so if I could be that conduit, if I can be that like that linking piece to let you know like, hey, your Father is thinking about you and this is what he says, like to even bring that, like, because you said it was something that you already knew you should be doing, but to have a perfect stranger walk into a building that you knew for 20 minutes to come and say like, this is you, like this is what you're made for, this is what you're capable of, this is what you're gonna do, it gives us that extra boost that we need. And I remember other people coming in and being that very thing for me because I wasn't brought up in church. I wasn't like, this wasn't a thing. This was something that I sought after because I understood that there was more in me than I could even like fathom. And I had to find like an answer to it all. And he's the only answer because he created me. So why would you go to someone else to ask about you when you could go to the manufacturer? Like, you my manufacturer, tell me about me. Like, and so the more time that I literally spent with God, I was like, oh, I'm dope. Like, this is really me. But I love that question because this hasn't always been like a comfortable thing for me. A lot of it I've held back and just kept it to myself because I thought I was crazy. I thought I was tripping. I thought I was hearing stuff. And I'm just trusting that a little bit more. I'm trusting the God in me because I understand that people really need that sometimes. And so I'm just glad that it like connected us. It brought us on the same path, the same journey. And it's beautiful. I'm excited to like watch you grow and even step out of your comfort zones and just be great. Like, it's gonna be amazing. You guys definitely have to keep an ear, an eye, everything, a mouth out for this sexy chef. And he's more than that. I don't want to box him in as that. He's more than a sexy chef. He's a creative genius, okay? Like, Google him, call him. I mean, he gave y'all his phone number. Call the man, call him.
I ain't gonna tell you again.
Right. And just like, prepare yourselves because it's gonna be good. Thank you so much for joining me for another amazing and delicious episode of Kitchen Conversations with Jessica. I can't wait to join you guys once again and do this all over. Have a good day.